practices?
When we're preparing the specimens, so when we receive them, they're wrapped up in a white bag and taped together, and then they're also wrapped with a clear, kind of like a plastic sheeting, and tied at both ends. Once we get them, we cut them open and then reflect all the plastic coverings off, and if there's blood around it in the areas of cut, we wipe them down, clean it up, make it presentable, make sure it doesn't have any scar marks that could say that this person had a certain kind of surgery. Like, say if we need an intact knee, we check to see if the knees have any scars to make sure it doesn't have any history of knee surgeries. And if we do see a scar, we would run an x-ray on it to see if there is an implant. And if there is an implant and the client needs a regular knee, a knee with no implants or knee surgeries, we would call Will Body to see if they can give us another specimen. But once that's all cleared, we clean them up, wipe them down. If there's hands, we cover it in Coban. We cover the feet and toes in Coban because a lot of people have, they feel more connected to these specimens when they see hands and feet for some reason. I don't know what the reason is, but a lot of people prefer having hands and feet covered.
Do you?
I do, but I don't at the same time. I don't have a preference. I'm so used to seeing everything and anything that it doesn't bother me anymore.
So you don't feel connected when you see hands and feet?
No, I've learned to disconnect, because sometimes when you wrap their hand, you're holding onto their hand, and it's just that weird feeling. You're like holding someone's hand. So I try to disconnect so that I can make my job more efficient.
What are you connecting to?
Just saying that this was a person. Like,
okay.
Before, sometimes we would have like torsos with no arms or legs, so it was easier to disconnect because it's just a main chest. But when it has hands and feet, like, you can see if they have nail polish or if they have long nails, short nails. Like, you can see if their hands are rough or if they're thick. You can see what kind of people they are. Like, for me, when I was a kid, my parents had rough hands because they wash dishes and they cook. They do a lot of things with their bare hands, so they get thick, callousy skin. So when I feel that, I can imagine that I can imagine what kind of job they could have. They could have a construction worker's job or a landscaper job where it requires a lot of bare hand work and it causes a lot of calluses to build on their finger pads. So it makes you wonder, like, what kind of person they were before they passed away. And I try not to go deep into that, to associate the specimen into, like, someone that I don't know.